Hello everyone and welcome to qualifying at the Italian Grand Prix. We're in Monza and of course I'm still driving my Force India and hoping to get a half decent qualifying result after a disappointing qualifying from Spa. So jumping straight in then, having a look at my teammate. As always I'm absolutely thrashing him, not expecting them to beat me even when I get in the big teams, to be honest. So now going to the tyre selection, as I consider going for a set of primes. And I do indeed go for a set of primes there. So going into quick setup, I'll just show you what my setup's like quickly. 1-1 wings, as you can see there. In the brakes, the only thing I've changed is gone to 48-52 towards the rear, high brake pressure and standard size discs, and I've gone short on the gears, as you can see there. So quickly show you through my setup, as I have actually tweaked it slightly now. I've taken to doing that since I've got into the league races, where you do really need to tweak your setup. And I find that particularly those brake settings make a big difference in terms of braking, and I thought it's quite important around Monza to use those, so I have done. So coming into the first flying lap now then, getting the DRS open nice and early, using all of my curves towards the line. As I mentioned previously, I am on the harder prime tyres for this session, hoping that I'm going to be able to reasonably comfortably get through to quali 2, which is why I've gone for the harder tyres. So there's a car here on my right, car for Cayenne's got right in my way. Oh, he's cost me some time there. It wasn't too bad. He's blocked me worse before, to be honest. He's actually known for that in real life as well, isn't he? Garth Cayenne, for a bit of blocking, not getting out of the way easily enough. But there we go. It's cost me some time, not too much time, but I guess we'll see if that's going to be good enough then. I can afford to do 2 laps. I've got enough fuel on board to do a second lap after this one. So we'll wait and see how the rest of this lap goes first though, because if the rest of the lap's good enough, I might just stick with that lap. Hopefully it should still be enough to see me through. So coming now then, I think that's the 2 Lesmos they call them. That was Lesmo number 2. Coming down now then, this long run under the old portion of the track. Braking just as you hit the flag board on the right hand side there. Get my DRS open nice and early for the exit of that corner. Went very well, so 34.1, I'm only less than a tenth up on Ricciardo, and I'm not expecting Ricciardo to be that quick, so doesn't look like it's going to be a fantastic lap. I have saved most of my curves, as you can see there, so I'm going to go for another lap. So I've saved it to now, and here we go then. So this hopefully should be a proper lap, provided no one gets in my way on this one. But what's it going to be to get us started? It's a 24.1. It does still put me in provisional first position, but only 1.5 hundredths of a second up on Ricciardo, so it's very close indeed. So braking at the 150 metre on the left hand side, then right down into first gear, bouncing over the curbs, trying not to cut corners. Ooh, get a bit of oversteer on the exit there with a bit of wheel spin. Got a bit too keen with the throttle, but didn't think it cost me too much time, maybe half a tenth or so, but I can live with that. So we're still first at the moment, so I'm 4 tenths up my previous though. Wow, that's a big difference. 4 whole tenths up on my previous lap. Ooh, get a bit of oversteer on the exit of that chicane there. That wasn't great, and I've not quite hit the apex on that one. Never quite got there, but it's not the end of the world around that corner. As the camber goes in your favour. There's a car getting out of my way, but plenty out of my way. Shall pick there in the Marussia. So DRS is wide open once again. Then we're just about to get this end of sector 2 time. Let's have a look. 6 tenths up, so I've gone even better again. You can cut that last corner that I just took there a lot more than that, but I don't. I try not to cut it too much. You can cut it a lot and gain a lot of time, but I try to minimise it. It's a bit difficult though to not cut it, but I try to minimise my cutting along there, because it just gives you just too much of an advantage, to be honest. I don't want to be getting that much of an advantage over the AI. I want it to be nice and even. So DRS is open now then for the run to the line. Let's see what the time's going to be. It's a 24.1 to beat, which is my previous lap. I've done a 23.3 more or less, so 8 tenths up on my previous. Still 4 100ths down on Maldonado though, unfortunately. But I'm going to go for another lap, see if I can beat him. So braked even later that time, got away with it. Didn't really get any oversteer on the exit. There's a couple of cars almost blocking me there. And what's Perez doing? I think he might be on a lap actually, but hopefully I've got enough pace on him to get past him. I'm going to go around what will be the outside of him on this next corner. Looks like I've made it. Yes, he's backed out of it. So 10th and a bit up on my previous then. 4 tenths up on Maldonado. I believe I'm quick in the first sector, slower in the middle sector with my 1-1 wing set and very low downforce. So it gives me good speed in the straights, not so good speed in the corners. So ran a little bit wide there to come off the throttle for fear of going in the gravel. I'm still pushing very hard. DRS wide open. Just use some of my cars. Might run out of fuel before the end though. We'll see. So 2 tenths up, so I'm on for our fastest lap of this session. Bit of debris on the exit there. DRS wide open, I'm having to go to standard mix as I realise that if I stay on rich, I won't quite make it to the line, so having to go to standard mix is going to cost me a bit of time. Fortunately, can't really get around that. But I don't really want to be going out again, so gone for a third and final lap. DRS is wide open for the run to line then. Will I run out of fuel before I get there? Let's listen to the engine. No, just about managed to get to line without running out of fuel, so 2 tenths up then. I do indeed go fastest. Ooh, so I struggle to get out of the way there. There's a Mauritia in front of me and a Sal trying to get past me, but I do manage to get out of the way. As my phone rings once again there. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I'll ignore that. So how are we doing then? 4th place, that's not bad at all. Not too far off the leaders. Where's the rest? He's outside now actually. He's going to get kicked out if he's not careful. Kicked out of the session, but no, he's up to 16th. Can he keep it in? So 5 minutes left to go then. 16th at the moment. You know, he's only about 2 tenths inside, so can Ricciardo pull a lap out and push him out? No, I don't think he did.
Good work. We're through.
So I was 10th and a half down then on the leaders. Not bad at all on the prime tyres, but I suspect they're probably on the prime tyres as well. Could be wrong. Didn't get a chance to look, but the rest did manage to stay in. So he'll join me in quali 2. So I do my helmet up there. Get into my car. Oh, now I want a nice brand new set of the option tyres. Lovely jubbly. Going for a flying lap straight away, not messing about this time. Don't need to show my setups. Don't need to think too much. Just straight out on the option tyres. So I backed off because there's a car in front of me. You can see on the mini-map there just about. There's a few cars actually, so backing right out of it. To give myself a nice lot of space. Full throttle now then, rich mixture. DRS wide open. Coming round the final corner. So got a half decent run to the line then. And let's see if I can get a good timing on my very first lap. So well into the rev limiter now then. I've geared it a little bit shorter than I would like to make myself better in the race. Oh, as I locked my tyre there, locked my inside front right tyre. That slowed me down a little bit, but it's only cost me a bit of time. I should think that cost me maybe a tenth. So not very much at all. But could be the difference between me getting in and out. I was only 14th, I believe, last week in Spa in terms of qualifying, so let's hope I can do a bit better at Monza. I'm hopeful I can, as it's a lot of long straights. Oh, I run wide once again there though. Yes, Monza's a lot of straights, so I'm hoping that I can. The force is supposed to be pretty quick in a straight line, but not so quick in the corners, so hopefully I can be quick. But we'll have to wait and see what my final result is then. So end of the second sector, 56.0. I'm not sure how that compares to my previous laps. Haven't got a sector 2 time. So coming down then in towards the final corner. Be braking just at the end of the concrete zone on the left hand side there. Ooh, lock the inside wheel a little bit again. Shift right down to second gear to force the car to turn in. DRS is wide open for the run to the line. Just use the rest of my cars, so I'm going to go for another lap. 23.5, so not a bad first lap. 2 tenths down on Grosjean, so I'm hoping that I can beat Grosjean. In amongst the Williams is Maldonado in front of me, Senna behind me, if you look at the top left there, so it's very close. I shouldn't think the Williams would be comfortably in at least, so I need to do a better lap really to make myself get in. But Schumacher's now gone fastest with 28.0 first sector. I should hopefully be able to beat those. Had a 23.0 whole lap, so half a second up on me, but I reckon I can beat him. Let's have a look. I'm 3 tenths up in the first sector, more or less 3 tenths up on myself as well. So it's gone. Ooh, it's gone well, but a little bit of oversteer. Managed to keep it out of the gravel though. Got DRS open nice and early. There's a bit of traffic looking on the mini-map. Hopefully they don't get in my way. Looks like he might be through the corner just about in time. Ooh, it's Grosjean. He did stay on the racing line, but didn't really cost me any time going around him. There's a Williams there as well. I think I was Senna in the way. Didn't cost me any time at all though, so still 3 tenths up. I'm now 4/100ths of a second down on Schumacher, but still 3 tenths up my previous, so if I have a good last sector, it could still be fastest in quali 2. So DRS is wide open then, all the way down this long back straight. Hitting the brakes hard, trying not to lock me inside wheel. Ooh, I've run a little bit wide, didn't quite get it as tight as I would have liked, which also delayed my opening of the DRS, but hopefully it hasn't cost me too much time for the run to line. What's going to be a 23.0, so second by 2/100ths of a second, so very close. I'm ahead of Button though. Not by a lot, but by enough. So thinking about going for a final lap then. I think I might just about have enough fuel to do it on rich mixture. Let's see if I'm up. So we've done the first chicane. Coming to the end of the first sector then. DRS as always is wide open in qualifying. So I'm a 10th down, but I'm still a 10th up on Rosberg, who's the fastest now, 22.9, sorry. He's done. So it's a very quick lap. I'm only a 10th down, but I might better recover that. It's worth a try. These tyres aren't going to be used again this race weekend, so I'm not too worried about burning the tyres up. I won't use these in the race. I won't use these to qualify on either in quali 3, so might as well go for a pop while I've got the fuel in the tyres. So coming to the end of the second sector now then, what's it going to be? It's 2/10 up on my previous, so it's been a very, very good middle sector there. Very, very good indeed. So if I can nail this last corner, I should be fastest. 5/100ths up on Rosberg, so I am up still on Rosberg. Hopefully I can gain in the final sector. What's that car in front of me? Hopefully he doesn't get in the way. Just about. Maldonado there stays out of the way. That's much better. Just clipping the car on the inside. They're getting the DRS open nice and early. Full throttle then. DRS wide open for the run to line. What's it going to be? Hopefully into the 22s. It is well into the 22s. 22.6. 2/10 up on Rosberg in the end. So gained a few tenths in that final sector and a few tenths in the middle, but I lost a tenth in the first sector. So 22.5 I reckon is on the cards. Possibly a little bit faster, but I'll be lucky. But I'm actually fastest at the moment. The rest is down in 17th, so it doesn't look like he'll be able to get through. 1.6 down away from me. Oh, he just popped in a time though, so now 8 tenths away from me. Still a reasonable distance though, isn't it? So I'll be surprised to see him in. Oh, he's just jumped up further there, but still be surprised if he's in. As it's now only 2/100ths between me and Hamilton. Wow, that's close.
We're through to qualifying 3.
He actually beat me then there, looking at that. 4/100ths ahead of me he is. He finished first, but it's very, very close at the front, so hopefully I can be challenging for pole position. Confirmation there that Paul di Resta is not in to quali 3. So we see a few shots of the wonderful Monza circuit there. As we start quali 3, the pole position shootout. We're down to 10 now then. Going straight for a set of the option tyres. Again, not messing about. Straight out on a flying lap. Try and get a good bank lap in. That will hopefully see me very close to the front of the grid. Lowest time qualified now is 10th. So even if I have a horrible session from here on out, it's only going to be 10th position. So doing the same thing as last time. Backing right out of it. Giving some gap, some air between me and the car in front. Going straight to rich mixture as soon as I'm anywhere near the corner. Full throttle, KERS and DRS all the way to the run to the line. So into the rev limiter nice and early then. 214 miles an hour that is. So we're braking at the 150 metre wall on the left hand side there. Braking very, very late. Trying to get it stopped for this first corner. Just about manage it. Jumping over the curbs nicely. On the exit, get the throttle down as early as you can, but try to minimise wheel spin. So DRS is wide open once again. Using about 40% of the KERS for the exit of that corner, as it is such a slow corner. So keeping the DRS open all the way around this very fast right-hander. Braking just as you get under the bridge, under the DHL sign there. 27.5 foot sec, that sounds pretty good to me. Trying to keep good speed throughout that chicane, but try not to cut the corner too much, as once again it will allow you to cut more than I would like to do. So it's looking good so far. Into the Lesmos. Second Lesmo. Try and clip the curb on the right hand side there just a little bit. Not too much so that it unsettles the car too badly, but clip it enough so that you get a good line and a good exit. So DRS is wide open once again, then using a bit more of my KERS out of the exit of that last corner, braking on the flag board on the right hand side there. Brought it down to third gear, trying not to cut the corner. I did cut it a little bit then, but as I said before, it's difficult not to be honest, but when you're pushing hard you want to get a bit of time. I always try not to, but I cut it just a little bit there. So 23.8 then, Button. Just a very quick time. So just missed my apex unfortunately there for that final corner. But now for the run to the line, DRS is wide open as always. What's going to be? What's on a 22.5 I've done. Wow, that's a good time. I was just about to say if I stood at 22.9, I was about to say how good that was, but I've done a 22.5, so didn't expect that. That was a good lap. So I'm now fastest. Now provisional pole position for me. So going for a second lap. See if I can eke any more time out. So once again using 40% of my KERS on the exit of that corner. Coming to the end of the first sector now. Let's see what time's going to be. Am I up or down on my previous time? I'm down 10th and a bit. But let's see if I can improve it. There's not a lot to improve on. It was a close to perfect lap. There's a few bits I can improve on. Ooh, bit of debris flying there. Not sure what happened there. Bit of collision between the cars in front of me, I should imagine. Ooh, hopefully they didn't block me. It's going to be close. There's Mercedes on the exit there. They do get out of my way, both Mercedes. So DRS is wide open now then, for the run to the end of the second sector. Let's see if I've managed to claw back any time. I haven't, now 2 tenths down unfortunately. It's not been a great second sector, but it was the last sector I lost a bit of time on the last lap, so can I claw back, say 3 tenths to improve my time slightly, as now Webber's gone fast, it's 22.4, so only about a tenth faster than me. It's very, very close. So, oh, there's a lot of inside wheel there, front right, locked it up a little bit. This probably means I'm going to be slower, but we'll see what the time is as we come to the line now. It's going to be a 22.7, so yes, I did gain still some time though, gain a tenth in the last sector despite that little mistake. So that time is not my best, I can do better. So looking at the time there, 4 minutes left to go in this session. Bolting on a brand spanking new set of option tyres, down to 5th now. 22.5, a 22.3 more or less is the current pole position time. So skipping a bit of time. Seeing then, now going to track to see what I can really do. As I said, there's probably another 2 tenths to be eked out in the last sector. So I'll be surprised if I can get pole, but it's not impossible. I need a perfect lap. If I get an absolutely perfect lap in, I might be able to steal pole position off that young Sebastian Vettel then. So across the line now, we've started our lap. 5 seconds in the rev limiter. So braking, as I said previously, the 150 metre ball on the left hand side there, right down into first gear, trying to desperately get it stopped without locking the brakes. I don't want to be running wide. So a bit of wheel spin on the exit there because I got too much on the curb, but hasn't cost me too much time. So we're about to get my first sector time. Am I up or down? I expect I'm a little bit down. Wasn't a perfect first sector. I am 1.8 tenths, but 3 tenths up on Vettel though. So DRS open nice and early on the exit of that chicane. Going to the Lesmos now, trying to keep a nice tight line, which I have managed perfectly. Could have taken a bit more speed in there actually. Ooh, running out right, out wide. Almost got 2 wheels into the gravel, which slows down loads. Didn't quite manage it though, luckily. I will get another lap in after this one. But let's see how this one's going. 3 tenths. I've actually lost time in that middle sector. Ooh, as I've cut the corner a little bit more than I'd like there. I've actually lost time in that middle sector. Ooh, tried to get DRS open a bit early. Tries to take a bit of curb, which you can't do at that high speed. It's a bit of a bigger curb than you would like, so not possible unfortunately. So it's not been a great lap, but that's fine. Saved a bit of curves for this start, this next lap. DRS is open, using what curves I have got then. For full throttle right to the line, up into 7th gear. So it's still a 22.9, still a reasonable time. But I can beat my 22.589, so braking down then. Braking a little bit conservatively there. Just want to get a solid lap in. Don't want to be making too many mistakes. So I get right out wide there again. Almost kissing the gravel. But not quite. So touching the curb down the right hand side. DRS is wide open then. End of the first sector. What's it going to be? It's 2 tenths down. I just can't seem to improve that first sector time. Must have been a fantastic first sector. Ooh, as I run it right out wide. That's as close as you can get to the gravel without being in there having a play. So pushing it to the absolute limits I am now, because I know now that I'm down, so nothing to lose. If I was up, I'll be a bit more cautious to try and conserve that time, but I'm down, so nothing left to do but push. Now let's see if I improve my middle sector time then. What's it going to be? 1.65 tenths. So that's pretty good middle sector there. I've gained about a tenth and a half back from my previous lap. So I can do it in this final sector. I reckon I can gain another 2 tenths. There's about another half a tenth to be had. Could move me up a couple of positions. So who's that car in front of me? That's a Red Bull. I think it's Vettel. He's right in front of me. He's right on my racing line. Oh, he's got right in the way. I somehow managed to avoid him there and actually keep a bit of speed going through that corner, but I'll be surprised if I'm quicker now. Let's have a look still. What is it going to be? It's a 22.7, so wow, Vettel got my way rather there, didn't he? 3 tenths down on Vettel I was in the end, more or less, but he would have got a penalty there if that was real Formula 1. Unfortunately it isn't, so he will keep his pole position. But I'll finish 4th or above, look. Incredibly close to my target there. Didn't quite manage it though. 5th position for me on the grid for the race in Monza. Still happy with that result though. Not overly happy, as I know I could have improved my time, but it wasn't a terrible result anyway. Got to be reasonably happy with a 5th place on the grid when I had 14th in the last race. So that's it for this video then. As always, my next career video will hopefully be in about a week's time, and my next video will be at the introduction to the racing school. So look forward to that one. Hopefully that'll be live either Sunday or Monday. So look forward to that one. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.